So here I'm going to show you the bike that I'm going to be flipping. It's a nice bike. So here we go. So this is it. This is a early 70s bike, Peugeot, all steel frame. Nice bike. A couple of things that I'm a little bit worried about. For example, this rim here, a little bit rough, I do have another rim that I could use. The chain is all rusty. I don't know if I could be able to clean that up or if I need a new one. And then he did something really weird. He painted or has a rubber coating on the chrome. I don't know if you can see this, but I can just scrape this off and it comes right off, or kind of comes right off. So I got to figure out how to get that off easily. And it's up on the seat post, up on the quill neck here, up on the handlebars. And the worst part is right here. This is a painted surface, so I can't use paint stripper here because it would take the paint off also. But it looks like it has all original parts. I really like the handle grips. The tape on here is nice. The tires are nice, they don't hold air. The pedals, they've been put in that black stuff also. But overall, a pretty decent bike. The paint on it is not bad. There's a few rusty spots, but not nearly as bad as some of the ones I've seen. It's got some black on here. I don't know what that is. Decent seat. But this is my one of my next projects until I get the Peugeot back from the powder coating. I don't know how long this is going to take. Depends on how long it takes to get that black off. But it should be relatively simple. I'm just going to clean it up and get it back on the road. So you'll be seeing that in the near future. Well, it's Monday evening. I've got the bike tore down. The fork was a real booger to take apart. Somebody before me had stripped out the forks, and I'm gonna have to take it to my favorite bike shop, see if they can rethread it. But I wanted to show you a couple things about the bike. It looks, I think it's better than I thought in some ways and worse in other ways. So here you go, hold on. Okay, as you can see, it's all tore down. Everything is in the bucket with the exception of the forks. And this top part is probably stripped out. I'm gonna see if I can get that fixed. But I was able to get the black off and there was chrome underneath it. It wasn't as difficult as I thought. I used paint thinner and I was able to get all of the black off of this with a little bit of scrubbing and elbow grease. So now I've got to figure out what to do with the rest of it. Shouldn't be too hard. A little bit of work on that black and we'll be in good shape. Okay, it's Wednesday morning. I'm working on the Peugeot and just wanted to give you an update on the forks. They weren't stripped, but they had the wrong headset on there. So I think these are English threads and they had a French thread headset, which made it very difficult to take off and on. So luckily I had some extra parts from the donor bike and I have a headset that's gonna work and it works pretty good. So today we're gonna look at getting the rust off of stuff, okay? Also, I wanted to show you what I've done with a couple of the parts with that black kind of, plasticky, rubbery kind of black stuff on the parts. I'm gonna show you that also, okay? Here you go. Here's the bottom crank, and you can see it's nice and pretty chrome. A little bit of rust on it. I'm gonna take care of that. But that was all covered in that black paint, and I used a little turpentine or paint thinner and a wire brush, and we got that all off. So it looks pretty good. Now this is my bucket of rusty old parts, and we're gonna add these other parts to it. And I'm gonna put them in a bath of a product called Evapor Rust. And I'm gonna put that in there, let it set overnight, and magic is gonna happen, and we'll have a nice clean parts tomorrow morning for assembly. So we'll get to that. I also found that the derailleur is broken. I don't know if you can see the bottom there. This, I don't even know what it's called, but it's broken. lots of rust, but that'll all be cleaned up. Okay, so we'll see you when that's all done. I'll show you a real quick picture of that. Here's the finished, not the finished product, but here's the vat of Evapor Rust. I had to use 2 of them. It comes out clean, nice and clear, but I used an older one that you can recycle. You can use it more than once, and you can see some of the tinge of the rust has kind of made it a little yellow color. So we'll see what tomorrow looks like. Okay, it's the next day, and we're going to take a look at these parts that came in the that I tried to get the rust off of. So here we go. The parts, and they've been in there for almost 24 hours. So we're going to take them out, and we're going to dip them in some. I put them in nice hot water here, just because it's cold outside. We're going to set them over here. This one was really rusty, and a little bit of work, and it looks pretty nice. We'll see how all these come out. So I'm going to do that for a few minutes, and I'll get back to you guys. Well, there you have it. These parts came out just wonderful. You know, for a 50-year-old bike, these pieces came out nice. There's, you know, I still have a little bit of work to do on some of them. Some of them I forgot to take the black off, and a couple of them might have just a little bit of rust on them, but they're going to look great. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll show you the water. Pretty gross, but that's still recyclable. We'll still be able to use it for future processes. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye. Okay, I'm back. Just want to remind everybody, this is not a restoration. This is just a get it up and running kind of bike. It's not an expensive bike, but it's going to be nice when it's done. Let's go ahead and take a peek and see what I've done to it. Almost completely done. I've rebuilt the wheels. If you remember in the back, they had that damage to the frame, the wheel itself. Was able to pound that out, and it's in pretty good shape. You can't even tell it was there. Derailleur, all clean. It's got chain. I do need the cotter pins for the cranks. I don't have those yet. I've got to run the cables down for both the front and rear derailleur. The front tire, I took them off. Neither tire was holding air. I patched the back. I took the front off, which was very, very difficult. And it had like another tire or tube inside of it. It was very, very weird. But it had at least 5 patches, and just really kind of weird. But I got that working. Had to, you know, repack the bearings. Got the brakes on. I didn't want to take the bar tape off, so I'm trying to work with these brakes, but this one is actually damaged. I don't know if you can see, but part of it is actually broke off inside the brake. So I'm going to work on that. That's probably what's holding me up. Got most of the black off. I haven't done the pedals yet. Not sure if I'm going to get the black off of the pedals, because it's very, very difficult to get off in those intricate pieces. But so far, looking good. I can probably, if I had pedals on it, I could ride it around the neighborhood with no brakes. That'd be kind of fun. Okay, that's it for today. And when I finish it up, we'll share with you.